best part of being childless, bitch, is as soon as an inconvenience befalls you, you could just take a nap for a clean slate. Don't nobody suffer, go without a meal, go without nothing if you just give up for a little fucking while. So let me nuzzle in. I'll know what to do when I wake up in 3 hours.
I know a lot of girls gonna hate me for saying this, but for the ones that don't want to have kids, what is your plan for when you get older?
Why y'all don't ask men this same question? Every time somebody is asking this question, it is always directed at women. And why are y'all so focused on what somebody is going to do towards the ending of their life? Y'all completely skip over pregnancy. Y'all completely skip over childbirth and having to raise and finance this child or children. Y'all skip over real life situations that happen in between you needing that long-term care. Some of y'all frame these questions as if having kids is as easy as putting a quarter in a gumball machine. When these hypothetical questions and situations get brought up, sometimes I feel like y'all just want to have conversations for the internet and y'all are not factoring in what's going on in real life. Both my mom and my grandmother take care of my grandfather. Keep in mind, my mother has other siblings, but my mom does most to all of the work when it comes to making sure that he's taken care of. He can't do anything for himself. He does have caretakers alongside my mom and my grandma. My grandmother is in her 80s. My mom has struggles with her own health. It is a lot. And I feel like y'all act like it's not a lot. I have watched the both of them stress themselves out for years simply to ensure that he is getting the care that he needs. It's one thing for caretaking to be your job. It's another thing when you are just taking care of somebody you care about. You make so many sacrifices and it's difficult. And this is not me saying who needs to be taken care of who. Should it be a caretaker? Should it be your spouse? Should it be your child? That's not me saying that. I'm not even entertaining that. What I'm telling y'all is that it's difficult, is that it's complicated, that it's not as easy as y'all try to frame it when y'all ask questions like this. And why are y'all's children the only caretaking options? Actually, what if your kids don't even like you? Or even if they do like you, what if they just don't want to take care of you because of whatever reason? It is very possible that you have kids, whether you have 1, 5, or 12, and they don't want to take care of you when you get older. That is a real possibility. Your children are not your servants, and you should not have kids thinking that at some point in their life, they're going to owe you something. In conclusion, leave the women who don't want to have kids alone. Stop asking bullshit hypothetical questions, especially when y'all are not asking men in the same position the same questions. You should not have kids with the intention of them turning into your caretakers once you can't wipe your ass no more. And not to say that this young lady did it, but I just need people in general to stop undermining the work that really comes with being a caretaker. Stop throwing that onto your children who may or may not exist yet because it is not their job.
Being child-free, it is a choice. Yet some people, when they hear a woman saying she doesn't want to have kids, they call her all sorts of names. They call her selfish. They call her miserable. They call her bitter. Men see her as uncontrollable. Women see her as a threat. For what? If it is a choice. We all have that choice to have kids or not to have them. Also, she's not sacrificing her time. She's not sacrificing her body. She's not sacrificing her peace for people who won't even say thank you at the end of the day. So as well, because men see getting a woman pregnant as a way to humble her, as a way to control her. When a woman chooses then not to have kids, then they have nothing else to do with her. They see her as someone who's just not compliant. They see her as a bad woman because then they cannot control her. Then they cannot humble her by giving her children. I think also as well, women who are child-free, they're able to pursue their dreams. They're able to travel. They're able to do whatever they choose to do with their own time, which mothers are not able to do. They do not have the privilege to do those things that child-free women actually can do. As well, when a woman becomes a mother, it's very difficult for her to continue pursuing her education, to continue pursuing her dreams, because being a mom, it is actually a job. It is actually a job, a 24-hour job. Whereas when a man has kids, it doesn't affect him in any way. He can still continue pursuing his dreams. He can continue still doing whatever he wants, because at the end of the day, the women are the ones who are the primary caregivers of these kids most times. Also, I believe that child-free women are not necessarily baby haters. We don't hate children. Actually, most of us love kids. Most of us are actually good with children, more than people who are actually mothers, more than people who actually have kids. But we've put so much thought into this because we know it's something that you cannot go back on. It's not something that you can reverse. Once you have a child, you have that child for life. So it needs you to actually think and make that decision. Are you sure about it? Because we are sure about our choices not to have kids. At the end of the day, mothers can actually learn a lot from child-free women, because we are not here to fight. We are not fighting with you. We are not fighting with anyone. We actually put a lot of thought into this.
For all the young women out there who are wondering what is going to happen when you get older and you're child-free and marriage-free. As a 48-year-old woman who has never had children and has never been married, I will tell you that life is amazing. I have a 3-bedroom home that I live in by myself with, of course, my cats, who are super cute and sweet. And I have an art studio that I am creative in all the time. I have a temple space where I do my healing work with people. I run my own business. I get up at 9 a.m. naturally. I don't work till 11. I make my own schedule. I go where I want, when I want, and do what I want when I want. I have incredible friends, so I spend a lot of time talking to them or going out and doing fun things. I've traveled internationally, sometimes for months at a time. I have the freedom to move. I've lived in many beautiful places and incredible cities. And if I choose that this isn't the place for me anymore, I leave and go someplace else that is the place that's fun and exciting for me then. The big argument is, who's going to take care of you when you're old, and what's going to happen when you die? Well, I have incredible friends, and I have younger friends, so they're probably going to be there when I get old and when I die. And you know what? I have the resources to be able to pay for somebody who's probably going to take care of me better than whoever else somebody is expecting to take care of them. Because usually people don't take care of their parents. A lot of times men don't take care of their wives when they get sick. So really, all of the things that they say you should be so afraid of aren't real.
The older I get, the more that I realize one of my favorite things about being child-free is the freedom that it gives you and the lack of responsibility. I don't have to be concerned about buying a house and building generational wealth and where my children are going to go to school, and if we live in a good school district. That's not to say that it's obviously not very difficult, especially right now, to function in general, but I'm just saying that for me, it takes off so much stress knowing that my actions only impact myself. I have to make sure that I eat, that I do my own homework, and I don't have to be concerned about anyone else because there is no one else that is solely dependent on me. I think that that is a reason sometimes that child-free people upset other folks, because I truly believe that being child-free is one of the best ways to escape the matrix, or at least to start to do so. Not having children, especially as a woman, makes you somewhat ungovernable. You don't have to stay in a job that you don't like because you need the health insurance, you need the income. You don't have to stay with a partner that you don't like or that is not kind to you. And you can just truly move through life on your own terms. And I'm very grateful for that, especially at this stage of my life.
A lot of men, not all men, a lot of men get upset when you are young, single, beautiful, and childless. Let's talk about it. Y'all be ready to villainize a lot of women because they don't have children and they're not planning to have children. And to me, it's like, that's not on everybody's 2024 bingo card. Y'all supposed to be protectors and providers, and a lot of y'all barely do that. And y'all be in the comments talking about choose better. And when women do choose better, it's a problem. And a lot of men know that even if you have children that are not theirs, it's still a way of control, because they know you can't hop and bounce and do what you want to do when you want to do it on your time, because you have children you have to look after. So it makes you more stable. It makes you stay in the same places. It makes you do the same things repetitively, knowing that you have to provide for your children. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing, because when you're a mom, you should do it to the fullest. You should want to be a great mom. You should want to create a lifestyle for your children that's consistent. But when you don't have to be consistent in any routines because you don't have no kids, girl, men want to eat you alive. Oh, she's this. Oh, she's that. Oh, she's always outside. Well, baby, I can do that. I don't have no kids. I don't have no responsibilities. I can do what I want.
Always makes me laugh when men in my comment section say, well, if you don't settle down, you're gonna be old and childless and you're gonna be an old cat lady. Listen, brother, I just got back from an 18-kilometer run. I am 1 month out from my ultra marathon. Freshly shaven legs, moisturized. I am now wearing a dress. I'm going to take myself out for dinner and I'm gonna get a juicy steak. And the house is clean. Everything is clean. And when I get back from my dinner, I am going to do a full skincare routine. And then I'm gonna crawl into bed with my freshly shaven legs, and it's gonna feel so nice against my sheets. I'm gonna light a candle, I'm gonna hang out with my pet rabbit, and then I'm gonna go to bed early. And I'm gonna get 8 to 10 hours of sleep, and it's going to be the best. My skin is the clearest it's ever been. My cortisol levels are balanced. I have a jawline. Can't say I had that when I was in a relationship constantly stressed out. And life is good. Life is really good. Fresh manicure. I love it here. I love it here. So I just might take the cats.
And at times when you get to ask people who have kids or people who want kids, why do you want kids? Why do you have kids? They say, so that I can have someone to take care of me when I'm older, which is a very selfish reason to have kids. You shouldn't put that role or that load on a child to actually get to take care of you when you're old. And besides, who said they are going to outlive you? What if that child dies as an infant, or the child dies when they're in their 20s or their 30s before they can actually be able to take care of you? So have kids for good reasons, because you want them, because you love them, not because you want someone to actually take care of you when you're older. That is very, very selfish. Another reason, I think a lot of moms as well, they say, I want a child, I want someone to love me, which is very, very disturbing and very selfish. Why want to have a child? So that they can love you, so that you can have someone who can love you. Why can't you love yourself? You need to heal before you have the kids that you actually want to have. Because if you don't heal whatever it is, whatever your traumas, your childhood wounds, you are going to transfer those wounds on your child, which then you are then continuing that trauma or generational wounds that you may have had from your past. So have kids for good reasons. Have kids because you truly want them, not because you want someone to love you, not because you want someone to take care of you, because tomorrow is not promised. Tomorrow is not promised. Even if that child gets to live into adulthood, who said they're going to be interested in taking care of you? We have so many old people's homes out there. How many kids are actually taking care of their parents? Not all of them, not a lot of them. So don't have kids for those reasons. Have kids because you want to have them, because you love them. Another thing, child-free women have actually put a lot of healing into themselves, have actually put a lot of thought into themselves. We are not going to have a child. I'm not going to have a child because I want to heal a part of me. That's very, very sad. Heal your wounds. Heal whatever is troubling you. Do not have kids for malicious reasons. Another thing that I see a lot of moms, a lot of women are doing when they are in a relationship or when they're in a marriage, they feel a child is going to keep the man around, which is very, very, very sad and untrue. You cannot use a child to keep a man. You cannot use a child to keep anyone. Do not do it. It is very disturbing and it's very wrong. do not have kids for men just because you want the man to stick around, then you're going to just be a bitter woman. You end up being bitter, you end up being sad, and if that man walks away, you resort to things that will just land you into trouble just because I had the child for you. Have the child for you.
Oh, sweetie, you're never gonna know what real love is unless you turn yourself into a baby factory. Just another comment we get when we tell people that we don't want to ever have kids, right? It's not the flex y'all think it is either, right? Because when you guys say, I never knew true love, or I never felt this kind of love until I had my kid, or until I had my kids, it's actually a really sad commentary on your life. And I don't think you realize it. Like, to your children, they may think, oh, my mom really loved me, because without me, she probably would have jumped off a cliff or something, right? To them, it may sound cute, but it's actually sad, because what it tells me and other child-free women is that you didn't really love yourself or value your life before you had kids. And the reason why that's problematic is because now you're looking to your children to give you meaning in life. Now, while that's not completely a bad thing, it's not all the way a good thing either, right? Because you are depending on a baby to give you meaning in life. And here we are being child-free, and we don't have that level of emptiness in our lives where it's like, oh, I need something to love. I need somebody to love me. Oh, let me go put that burden and responsibility on an innocent kid. Like, we're not doing that. We wake up every day and we live our lives, and we're not feeling like something's missing to the point where we're gonna force another child, innocent child, into this rat hole that we call life, right? And subject them to all the same things that that we've been complaining about this whole time. What do you think they're gonna do when they get of age? What do you think they're gonna do? Because to me, they're gonna literally complain about the same stuff on top of the added things that are gonna be coming in the future, right? So it's really not the flex you think it is to say, oh, my life had no meaning before I had kids. It's like, it didn't. Because, like, if something happened to your kid or your kids, it's like, then what do you have? If your only purpose in life was your kids, and now that they're unalived, or they don't speak to you anymore, or they move to another country, now what do you have? And that's why self-love and self-preservation and all that is so important.
I'm really gonna let y'all know right now, the child-free people are not mad at the people with kids. We're not. Because what's worse than having a long ass day at work, working 8 hours, 12 hours, you don't feel good, your head hurt, and you gotta come home and hear mommy, mommy, mom. No, y'all can have that. Y'all can have that. I'm about to go in my house, pour me a glass of wine, and sit in silence for an hour because I can. Because I can. That's what y'all be mad at. Y'all just want some, y'all want some peace and quiet too, and y'all be upset that y'all can't get that. I'm sorry. Drop them kids off to the grandparents, drop them off to daddy. Get you some peace and quiet, because mothers, you need it. Don't go crazy. Don't crash out. Get you some peace and quiet, because best believe the people who don't got kids, we fucking love it.
Am I a mom? Yes. Do I love my kid more than life itself? Do I like being a mom? Yes, to my kid. Do I like motherhood? Absolutely not. Will I do it again if I knew what I knew now? Never. Okay? So those girls that don't even want your kids, I love this trend. I applaud y'all. Y'all are doing the daggone thing, okay? Don't have them kids. It's stressful. But there's one thing that y'all are doing that I don't like. There's one mistake. Just one mistake. You guys are explaining yourselves. You don't need to give anybody a reason as to why you don't want kids. You don't have to explain yourself to anybody. Wear that badge proudly.
To whom it may concern, giving birth to children is overrated. You young girls, let me tell you. You see this thing, you're everywhere, you're going there glorifying children, right? Giving birth to children. Oh, they are sweet. Gift from God. I'm telling you today that giving birth to children, having kids is overrated. The only thing you have to do, you listening to me now, that you are being careless with your womb, you have a boyfriend, you are in love, you are this, you just got married, you are excited to have that gift from God, right? There's no auntie before, or no grandmother before, or no mother before that gave this advice I'm giving you now. You see that womb that you have, that they are, nobody is waiting for you to give better. They are saying, give from God. It might be your curse in life. If you know what is good for you now, take your stick, tie it with a rope, keep it somewhere, and you come and thank me later. There is no explanation after you have a child and maybe your husband die, or maybe the man beat you out to kill you, run away with your children, or anything that happened, that land that makes you end up raising a child alone. The world doesn't care about your explanation. Even me, as I'm here, that I'm a single mother, I don't care about your information. We go bash you. People are telling you children are gift from God. You go join the association of evil human beings who raise children alone in this world. I say nobody will back you up. Nobody will come and say, no, because her husband died, they raise children alone. You are a single mother and you are evil. And married people who have children, everybody is jealous that you are living your life freely without a child. That is why they will tell you a biological clock is ticking. Oh, you are not married, this and that. The same people, the same mouth they use to bash a single mother, the same mouth they are using to tell you to rush to a relationship to go and have baby because your clock is ticking. You go collect. When you finally join the club of single mother, you go collect. There's no way out.
I'm child free, and my favorite quote is, fuck them kids. I'm child free, so that means I'm only responsible for me. I'm child free, and I can eat girl dinner any day of the week. I'm child free, and when someone asks me, do I have kids? I say, hell no. I'm child free, and I'm gonna quit that job because I don't have no mouths to feed. I'm child free. I don't think I'm selfish for putting my mental health first in this economy. I'm child free. I'm always down to go to brunch any day of the week. I'm child free, and when a circumstance come up, I'll be like, at least I don't got no kids. Thank you, God. I'm child free. I stay away from them baby daddies because they're contaminated in my eyes. I'm child free. Just because I don't want no kids don't mean I hate them. I'm child free. Yes, I will meet you in Miami by noon.
And some of y'all may not like to hear this, but I'm going to tell you this anyway. And ignore my grandbaby back there. I'm babysitting. But if you are a woman in your early 20s, late 20s, early 30s, mid 30s, hell, in your 40s, and you are childless, don't you date no man with no motherfucking kids. You hear me? I tell this to my best friend all the time. Let me tell you something. A woman without kids is a flex. You are the prime cut of steak, okay? You are the center cut steak, the juiciest, most tender part. Don't you settle for a man with no motherfucking kids. You hear what I'm telling you? And I get it. The pickings are slim. They're slim. They are. But if you do settle, and I'm going to always say settle, for a man with kids, and you don't have kids, you better make sure that nigga treats you right and understands the value of what he holds in his hand. And as soon as that nigga show his ass, you better book it. You hear me? Okay. Another thing. If he does happen to have a child, because even I say, and I have one child, I have a daughter, I ain't date no man with more than one kid, and I ain't date no man with no kid that's under the age of 5, because why aren't you and the mama together? Make sure he treating you right, okay? And make sure he ensures that you are comfortable with the dynamic between he and the mother of his kids. If ever that man try to high side and get his shine on and tell you we're having family day, girl, take your suitcase, open it up, pack your shit up, and get the fuck out. Because what that nigga's trying to do, you know what he's trying to do, okay? There is a respect factor that needs to be understood and established. That man is to make you feel comfortable. It is not your responsibility to raise those children. You are an addition. You are a bonus parent. And I wouldn't even say parent, but you are a bonus, an additive to that child's life. Okay? That is not your responsibility. But that is if you so choose to settle for a man with kids.
This woman made a video, right? She's a mom, she has children, and she has a friend who is not married and does not have any kids. And she's basically been like, after talking to her friend, she's so grateful that she has children and that she gets to go home to her babies and wake up and take them to soccer practice early in the morning. Like, she couldn't imagine. And I really need people with kids to remember this one thing. People who don't have kids still have to engage with children. Yeah, I know it's shocking. We still have siblings. We still have little cousins. We still have, neighbors. We still teach kids. Like, we still have children in our lives. I don't have any kids myself, but guess who still wakes up on Saturday and Sunday to go to soccer games and basketball games and softball games and gymnastics? Me. We are not devoid of interactions with kids because we didn't birth one. I don't know why y'all act like we just live in a damn dungeon and we don't know children. We still watch them. We still spend time with them. We still talk to kids. Like, relax. You're not the only one.
And to the married moms, have kids for you. Have kids that you can afford. Because even a marriage ends, if it ends, you should be able to take care of those kids on your own. Even if you are a single mom or whatever situation you are in, have kids that you can afford. Have kids for you. That's the bottom line. Have kids for you. Have kids because I want kids, not because he wants kids. Because then if you do it for the man, if he leaves, you then start to resent those kids. You then start to abuse that child because you did not want them for you. You wanted them as a hook to keep the man tied to you. They can learn a lot from each other. We do not hate moms. We do not hate kids. In fact, we're all women and we love the kids all the same. So, thank you. If you love the video, please like and subscribe. Thank you. Bye.